Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives, Robyn Brown under fire for taking fans' money for her jewelry business. Where's the order? Sister wives fans have some major complaints about Robyn Brown. They said that she took money and didn't deliver the goods. The TLC star faced backlash over poor communication and zero accountability in her jewelry business, the Sister Wives Closet. Robyn started off the business with so much hope and enthusiasm. She shared a lot about her venture on the show. However, the reality TV star doesn't give many updates about it. Robyn has not been very active on social media lately. As a result, she doesn't talk much about her business. So, fans assumed she may have wrapped up everything. When she talked about it on a recent episode, Robyn got a lot of attention. What has she shared? Why are fans so angry? What do they have to say? Keep on reading to learn everything about Robyn's latest controversy. Sister wives, fans upset to see the new version of Robyn. Robyn Brown doesn't have a great image with the Sister Wives fanbase. She is well liked for her crying and manipulative behavior. Fans have witnessed her shed tears for even the tiniest of issues over the years. Some even named her Sob Bin Robyn for her constant tears. However, TLC viewers were surprised to see Robyn's latest version in the latest episodes. The cast returned after a hiatus of almost 2 months. They returned to the screens to discuss their lives in greater detail after mourning Garrison's death in silence. However, Robyn's personality underwent a significant transformation in season 19, as fans noticed. They thought she had begun to appear more upbeat and composed. The TLC star no longer constantly smiles and sheds tears. Hence, fans didn't want to watch Robyn and her toxicity anymore on the screens. Sister wives, fans complain about Robyn over latest business fraud. Robyn Brown has some explaining to do about her business, the Sister Wives Closet. With Mary, she launched her jewelry line in 2012, and it plays a significant role in season 5's plot. The TLC star stopped sharing updates about her business a long time ago. On season 19, Mary once more talked about her business. She opened up about receiving an email from a customer who didn't receive his order. Hence, the TLC star took a screenshot and sent it to her former sister wife so she could handle the issue. Robyn stated, "I put the business on hold, but the cart's not disabled, so people sometimes sneak an order in. As a result, the company frequently notifies both Mary and her." The Sister Wives star made it clear that her jewelry brand was on pause. Some Redditors were quick to share their opinion on a thread. The OP wrote, "She has a website that looks open, I've been on it, she is too lazy to disable it." Robyn was blaming her customers for placing an order, which shocked her fans. If she didn't want people to place orders, she should have shut down the website, according to them. "Leaving the cart up open basically steals money from people is a choice," one fan wrote. Another user felt she deliberately left the cart open to steal money from them. The TLC star was also accused by a lot of her customers of never returning their emails asking for their money back. Sister wives, does Christine Brown regret giving up her rights to Coyote Pass? Recently, the land was sold for $1.5 million. The rights to Coyote Pass were purchased for $10 by Sister Wives star Christine Brown. Now that the land has been sold for $1.5 million, does she regret making that choice? That financial decision was made by Christine, 53, during a chaotic time. Despite the fact that the COVID-19 pandemic was still going on, she had just filed for divorce from Kody. She was eager to get as far away from him as possible, so she gave up her rights to the land. The family bought the land because Kody had 4 wives and 18 children. By the time Sister Wives season 19 premiered, 3 of Kody's 4 wives had left him, and he was barely speaking to many of his children. The last thing the Browns needed was a large parcel of land in Arizona. They recently sold the land and made a lot of money, but Christine gave up her rights a long time ago, so she wouldn't get any of the money. How the Coyote Pass dream died. Kody and his 4 wives had planned to build 4 separate homes on the land at Coyote Pass, where their children could also build homes later. Sadly, the Brown family fell apart before they ever broke ground. During an early episode of Sister Wives Season 19, Kody looked around at the empty land and lamented that his dreams of Camelot were dead. The land at Coyote Pass came to symbolize the breakup of the Brown family. Christine basically gave away her rights. Christine was one of Kody's first wives to leave the marriage. After 27 years of marriage and 6 children, the Sister Wives star left in 2021. Because she did not want anything to do with Kody, Christine consented to the $10 sale of her portion of the land to him. In return, she got to keep all of the money she made from selling her house, which the whole family bought. At the time, it seemed like a great deal, but it looks different in light of the recent sale of the Coyote Pass property. Coyote Pass just sold. According to The Sun, the Browns paid $820,000 for the property in 2018 and sold it to a new buyer for $1.5 million. Kody and Mary, Janelle, and Robyn Brown will split the profits. Christine Brown will not get any of the money, but the Sister Wives Season 19 star is probably okay with how everything turned out. No matter how much it cost, Christine had no interest in the land at Coyote Pass, which was a source of family drama. In the most recent reveal, Janelle shames Kody on Sister Wives. Fiasco of Kody Brown's Sister Wives. Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, knew about the mess that started with Kody Brown's Coyote Pass dream. He intended to construct a village with homes for each wife. They therefore purchased the land, but it remained unoccupied for years, with the exception of occasional picnics, and Janelle lived in an RV parked there one summer. Other than that, the land remained untouched. Janelle Brown could only imagine the spot on Coyote Pass where her greenhouses would go and where she would put her garden. However, it never occurred. So, Kody's dream, which also became Janelle's dream, was a bust for the Coyote Pass land. Particularly as the plural marriage between sister wives deteriorated. Janelle Brown takes control of Sister Wives today. Sister Wives celeb Janelle Brown is doing it all by herself, making that dream come true. There were a few changes, like the location. She moved to North Carolina, where she bought a farm. As a result, Kody's hopes for what he could accomplish with 4 wives and 12 children fell short. However, Janelle has now gathered the pieces and is moving quickly. She is enjoying every second of it. This week, Sister Wives fans learned that Coyote Pass was sold for $1.5 million. But what Kody did with that money was the real surprise. Kody shocks the whole world. Kody divided the money equally between himself, Mary, Robyn, and Janelle. In order for Christine to keep the proceeds from the sale of her Flagstaff residence, she had already exchanged her share with Kody and Robyn. So, there were only 4 of the Sister Wives spouses involved in the sale, instead of 5. Fans were in awe of the distribution of the sale proceeds. They were certain that Kody would take home the majority of the money. But, no, he really did do something unexpected. He distributed equally among everyone, including himself. Janelle previously stated that the money she anticipated receiving from Coyote Pass tied up her future. It now appears as though she began preparing for a new chapter in her life immediately. And she's already posting about her progress. In Sister Wives, Janelle uses her green thumb when she moved to North Carolina. Janelle used her green thumb. But not by growing vegetables, like she did in her carefully manicured gardens wherever she lived before. Her new job involves growing and selling flowers, which she discovered could be very profitable after conducting extensive research. So, she bought a farm and not only plans to build her very own home there, she already started. A lot at risk. Janelle's 50 by 50 home is already staked out, and she offered a preview of where it will be in a recent post. Plus, a bonus, Janelle pointed out where her daughter Maddie and her husband Caleb, with their 4 kids, will be living. Across from Janelle, they are constructing their own house. So, Sister Wives fans think Janelle is putting Kody to shame by making the things happen that he couldn't. Never let go. Kody talked about his plans for Coyote Pass for a long time. Kody's Coyote Pass aspiration grew enormously. The 4 wives turned down the patriarch of the Sister Wives' request for a house all to themselves, with the plural marriage still intact at the time. However, Janelle was able to achieve that for herself. She is building a house exactly how she wants it. Additionally, she planned her new residence around her requirements and wants. In the event that any of the children decided to return to Flagstaff and live nearby, Kody also desired land. So at one point he envisioned his kids having houses there too. Although that won't happen now, the adult children showed no interest in that even when he mentioned it. The opposite occurs. Now that her daughter, son-in-law, and 4 grandchildren will live across the street from her, Janelle experiences the opposite. The Sister Wives actress will also get another bonus. Christine was the first to abandon ship and give up her Coyote Pass property because she had no desire to be involved. Christine, however, finds the dream of Janelle Brown appealing. Christine recently said that she and David could own a house on Janelle's land so they could stay there for a long time. Sister Wives, a learning experience? On Coyote Pass, Kody was unable to get his wives or children, but Janelle appears to have moved much further than her ex-husband ever did. She has already begun, and her family wants to build nearby because of her enthusiasm. Christine's daughter Michael and her husband Tony also moved to North Carolina. While Tony's job opportunity landed them there, they are thrilled to be nearby Janelle, Maddie, and the rest of the family. Maybe Janelle can teach Kody to stop putting things off if you really want something. We were informed that Janelle was about to begin construction on her new residence as soon as the news of the sale of Coyote Pass broke. Janelle Brown comes through. Today, she is a proud farmer-to-be who lives right on the land she intends to use for her flower-growing business and has her home there. Maddie and Caleb are also part of this business, so she managed to land family members as partners. It seems as if Janelle did everything Kody wanted to do, except she did it on the East Coast and hit the ground running. Robyn Brown, once the fresh face of a plural family in TLC's Sister Wives, now finds herself in the center of a controversy that threatens to tarnish her public image even further. The controversy doesn't revolve around family drama, though she's certainly been at the heart of many of those, but instead surrounds her long-dormant jewelry business, My Sister Wife's Closet. Once heralded as a promising entrepreneurial venture, the business is now the focus of fan outrage, with accusations of unfulfilled orders, unanswered emails, and a general lack of transparency taking center stage. While many reality TV stars successfully launch and sustain businesses with the support of their fan bases, Robyn seems to have let hers fall into neglect, without taking the necessary steps to prevent fans from continuing to send money to a site that, by her own admission, is no longer active. The result? Angry fans, accusations of fraud, and renewed calls for accountability. Let's take a closer look at what went wrong with Robyn Brown's jewelry business, why fans feel betrayed, and how this drama reflects her evolving role in the Sister Wives universe. Chapter 1: The Birth of My Sister Wife's Closet. In 2012, Robyn Brown launched My Sister Wife's Closet, a fashion and accessory line that was introduced on Sister Wives as a collaborative family project. The idea was simple but powerful, designs inspired by the unique dynamic of plural marriage, representing unity, family, and spiritual symbolism. Robyn partnered with her sister wives, including Mary, and the business was initially portrayed as a way to empower women and promote financial independence within the Brown household. Fans were intrigued. The website featured hand-designed jewelry with emotional backstories and even occasional blog posts from the sister wives themselves. Viewers watched as Robyn poured her heart into the venture, often breaking into tears during her confessional interviews about how much the business meant to her. But from the beginning, there were warning signs. The business's structure was inconsistent. Inventory was limited. Website updates were sporadic. And despite the show's platform and a potentially loyal fanbase, the business struggled to maintain momentum. Chapter 2: The Decline of the Business. By 2016, it became clear that My Sister Wife's Closet was no longer a priority. Fans noticed long gaps in product releases and radio silence from the team. Orders, when available, took weeks, or even months, to ship. The blog had gone quiet, social media accounts were abandoned, and Robyn rarely mentioned the venture. Some fans assumed it had simply shut down quietly, without any formal announcement. But the website stayed live. The online store, though seldom updated, remained technically open. And according to recent developments, so did the shopping cart, allowing fans to place orders and, crucially, send money.